Hey, we are live.
Welcome back to our GURPS Hammer campaign. I'm Rigel, your GM for tonight's session. This campaign will be utilizing the GURPS rule set, but is set in the Empire of Man, found in the Warhammer Fantasy role-playing setting. In addition to our live streams on Twitch, this and all future sessions will also be available on YouTube and as audio-only podcasts. Links will be found in the descriptions. FX Engineer, I need a roll for your secret into the skull. And do you have any character business for Christoph?
Crickets.
I know, right?
Oh,
FX.
sorry, I was talking. I do not have any character business, and give me a moment here, and I'm rolling secrets.
Yep. Not. Do you have any character business for Infus? And also, I need a roll for. Wait, no, I don't need a roll. You already did. Yes, I do need a roll for your enemy into the skull, please.
You're pulling that indecisive disadvantage into real life, aren't you?
No, I just had to check my frequency of appearance rolls note. And I'm like, did I need that?
All right,
Because enemy is once an adventure, and I suspect this adventure will be complete tonight.
Ignore that. Here, this one. You can choose whichever one you want.
Yeah, into the skull. That's interesting. When it comes into the skull, it's using my blue.
Yeah. Well, so no, I don't have any character business for Enfys.
Cool. Gigerman, do you have any character business for Jorg?
Not as such, no. Although it just occurred to me that could potentially get Copper to do expert tailoring on one's armor and reduce the effective weight of it. So I'm sort of crunching the numbers on that.
Okay, well, you're not going to do that right now.
Well, I have been, but I will stop doing that shortly.
I mean, you're not going to have Copper do that now, and I
don't expect
you're going to have to pay it. All right, Mel, do you have any character business for Copper Tongue?
No character business, and I will go ahead and roll for Klutz in the box for you to forget later.
Roger. Well, if it's actually now I have to remind myself how it works.
So you'll pick an inopportune time. If it's a fail, you'll pick an inopportune time later in the session just to have it, like have her face plant or knock something over and make a loud noise if we're trying to be sneaky, something like that.
Yeah. I got that part. I was just trying to remember if it was like if it's a fail or if it's a succeed, because some of the disads are kind of weird like that.
Yeah, it's a 12 or below.
Is that a once per session, or is it like a once per day in-game day?
It's a once per session, if I remember right.
Actually, it's per day. Make a dex roll to get through the day without doing a pratfall, stopping books or knocking over shelves. Right. Ronki's Fallout character had Klutz. That's why he remembered that. Speaking of Ronki, I see you already made your roll, or your secret into the skull. Do you have any character business for Soren?
I'm sure I do, but my brain is not functioning, so no.
Well, that's downright disappointing. Okay, so last session, if we recall, you guys reached Geisbach after interacting with some goblins beforehand, which went violent. At the halfway house, the inn there, you got involved in some various hijinks. Not a lot, but saw that Geisbach is a little weird. And eventually, there was an incident involving a charlatan who that was Heidi, and she managed to get out of the town or the village without getting strung up or just straight up exiled, kind of thanks to some of you guys and to that amazing critical success on the BS roll she made. But she came back much later in the evening and made something of a ruckus and reported that there were a great number of goblins to the north of Geisbach. And despite best attempts by Soren to get the road wardens to go off by themselves, because he thinks one of them may have tumbled onto his secret. The PCs were drawn in with the militia and went north. It's only about a mile or so. At one point, eventually you found some strange tracks, and the group split up, with the road wardens taking half of the village militia, who are just basically farmers who have bows, to the east, while the PCs took the other half to the west. A bit to the west, you observed a fairly large clearing inside the tree line, which had, well, it frankly kind of looks like a siege, thrown together siege tower. That looks like it was set maybe on a cart. There are several small tents and a couple of fires, and you are also going to have observed at least a handful of goblins moving around. Now I can promptly share my map, presuming it'll cooperate. I do believe that should come up correctly.
It has not loaded for me.
It has for me.
That makes you better than him.
Ooh, there's
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm working.
There's stuff on the
I'm
side
working
of the
from
map.
my laptop.
It's clearly having trouble negotiating the upside down. Is everyone else seeing the stuff on the side? It's loaded for me now.
It's not necessarily the side, I don't think. It should be the that's where the PCs are, because you're coming
Oh.
from the east. No, I'm looking at the thing on Twitch. It does look a little odd. I don't know why the light is not quite right. At any rate, as noted, there are several small tents. There's a couple of fires. There is the big ass. Well, no, I won't say big. The pseudo siege engine, and nearby is also in a cage is a man that at least one of the archery guys that's with you is going to have identified as Ralph, a carpenter from Geisbach, who has disappeared, and everybody thought the monster ate him.
Lions ate him.
Contrary to the look of the CG generated, or the generated image, he looks like he's in a lot worse shape than that image would indicate. He's also in like something of a cage. So it is. Yeah, he's like super beaten, and I don't think anybody is close enough to properly see. But that is the situation. You can see several of the goblins rooting around over here, making something of a ruckus. It looks like they're like trying to dig something out, but otherwise it's mostly kind of quiet. Huh. Interesting. It's saying that I've only got 3 people who have been shared. It's only showing Jorg and Christoph and Coppertongue down at the bottom.
I'm seeing it.
I'm seeing it too.
How very strange.
Unshare it, reshare it.
Is anyone not seeing it?
No, it's showing everybody.
It's actually fixed the lighting too.
Just being weird then.
Just being odd. Okay, so what is the intent of the group? The farmer guys clearly are like, yeah, they want to rescue their friend. And these are filthy goblins. Nobody likes goblins.
How many did you say?
Let's see. You are definitely aware of 2, definitely making something of a scuffle up there. Otherwise, they're not really moving around a lot. Did my thing? Wow, that was
really laggy.
That was really laggy.
Yes, it was. Let me try my impulsiveness.
Closing a bunch of stuff to make sure that it's not on my end causing the dumbness. So it looks like both Soren and Infis have succeeded at their impulsiveness.
But we can take them.
Just barely. Over Soren, yeah, that's a critical fail on the overconfidence. Dude, you think you can take them?
I feel like I could take them all on myself. Jeez, my brain's not talking.
You having
Words.
trouble braining today?
Yeah, the coffee has yet to kick in.
So you would, with regards to your proper question there, Giger, you probably have to, get closer to actually make out exactly how many there are.
Well, to be fair, we have to get closer to do just about anything. So we
Not
should
really.
probably
If
start
you're-
getting closer.
If you stay where you're at, you can mostly talk, and I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Well, that's true, I guess. But yes, we must get closer. Hopefully, without being seen. We shall try not
Okay.
to be seen.
Therefore, you are saying everyone is going to be stealthy, or attempt to be stealthy.
Bah,
I was about to correct that.
Cackle, cackle, cackle.
It is highly unlikely we will all be stealthy, but we will try.
Okie doke. Well then, let's see some
Fortunately,
stealth
it's
rolls.
contested. Holy shit.
We're so gonna die.
That's an awfully small number for a critical success.
Well, you did roll a 4. So I guess Infus is the only one we're waiting on then.
yeah, I'm just, it's,
You don't have stealth, do you?
all right. Oh, hell no.
We really ought to have a list somewhere of the skills that you have to have on your sheet, even if you don't have points in it.
Well, that's what I was trying to set up, but then I realized the default is to dexterity instead of IQ, but that's okay.
All right, so it looks like Infus is the only one that did not succeed. Let's see. So move yourselves up to probably that line there-ish.
Well, GM, you could select them all and just move them there.
I could do
We can't
that.
move them.
Right.
Yeah,
I
we
gotta
can only
turn
move
my
our
thing.
own. Oh, we can't do that either.
Crap.
Oh, yeah, we can.
Should be off now. Stupid thing. It's always something I'm forgetting.
Yeah, do you know how to do the marquee select? Evidently, yes.
Huh, I thought there were 5. Nope. Looks like there were 4.
The grid is not showing up very well.
Well, I didn't want it to
Even-
completely overshadow or overwhelm the background. I could
I
play
think-
around with it.
I think if you went white but set the alpha down,
There you go.
that's better.
Probably drop it a little bit more.
Okay, cool. So I just adjusted the stealth default to dex or IQ. It looks like it's going right to my IQ -5, so cool. I will have to go in and correct all the skill defaults.
Who are we missing? What the heck is he doing way back there?
Christoph is lagging behind.
Man, Infus is way over there by himself. Let's see. Is that going to even matter? That is there's a penalty for range when you're doing perception. Is it just the standard range penalty?
Yeah, assuming you need to.
I think +10, unless whatever you're perceiving is trying to be sneaky or deliberately hidden. Something like that.
That's possible to hear. It's not particularly likely.
It's
And
different if it's hearing
Fail by
based.
5. So that does not seem to be like he is particularly hearing, even though everybody else is like looking straight at Infus as he's stomping on every single branch and leaf that'll break, and it's just like looking at him like, really?
We do have the hearing distance note.
Oh, hey, yeah, somebody has put that up there. I don't think that was me.
It was not.
Get you with successful use of or stealth will get you within 4 yards. Oh, huh? That's from action. Okay. Somebody needs to add another one on here because louder than Metallica is Man of War.
That's not official GURPS.
Okay, so as stated, there's definitely these two over here, and as you guys are advancing forward, I guess luckily for Infus, something breaks loose from there. It looks like a badger or something, and these two start sort of like chasing after it.
Badgers.
This guy up here is going to pop up out of, a sort of semi-concealed location where you're like, oh, didn't know he was there. And he watches that, and then he sort of goes back to whatever it was he was doing, maybe sleeping. And give me a perception check. Don't worry about the distance in this case.
Everybody,
Yes.
can I use observation or is it perception? Sure.
Let's see. I think you can possibly use observation. I have to remind
I'll just
myself
tell
what the
you.
difference is.
For me, observation is 1 point higher. Matters. Success by 5 on perception.
Okay. All right. Soren didn't make the check. Got by 2, by 2, by 4, by 8, by 6. Okay, so pretty much everyone is going to also note that there is absolutely a goblin on, in the top level of this sort of siege tower thing. It looks like he's mostly looking in the towards the west, which is, if you recall, the road from Ubersreich to Bogenhofen is further to the west, but it looks like he's nominally on guard. Notably, the siege engine itself, it looks like it was definitely once a cart of some sort. It now has a spiked ram in the on one side, and on the back of the cart is a fairly tallish, I'm going to say probably like 15 feet or so, tower kind of thing, where it has a number of shields that have been nailed to it. And at the very top is some sort of weird effigy, maybe. It's like some sort of token or something that has like branches where you think those are supposed to represent antlers, and that provides a great deal of cover that a goblin can sit up there and rest, something like that. And what you will also definitely note is there is a fairly large war horn that is secured up there.
York is going to point to Christoph, who is right next to him, so he should be able to see, and point up at the guard on the tower.
Do you make like a little motion across your throat? Like,
I guess making a gun with your fingers is probably not going to be period appropriate.
okay. Where are we at? Let's see. Where we at? Oh, we're way back there. We're not in combat rounds, right?
No, not
So
yet. No combat has started.
So we're at 30. I motion that I'm still sucking it with the bow. If I can get a little bit closer, it'd be better.
How do you communicate that?
I just basically do like point at myself and then do two my walking motion with my fingers and then point towards the goblins.
He gives you a sad
Gotcha.
face as he holds up the bow.
I will give you an affirmative nod.
So I'd like to move a little bit closer if I can with a stealthiness.
All right. So the archery or the farmer guys with bows are going to be like looking at York as well. Like, they clearly got that, well, what are we going to do kind of expression on their face from what little you can see in the dark.
I am going to point them in that direction.
Okay.
Well, if we're not in
what is
combat rounds, I'd like
everyone
to.
else going to do?
York,
I was going to say,
York
just
is
so
going to
you
follow
know,
up the archers.
just so you know, and everybody else, like my intention or Christoph would be to, crawl up another, let's say 10 yards or so and then take a few seconds to aim before shooting. So that would be what
I am
he's.
going to hide the grid briefly so we can get a better look of the entire environment. So in that case, where are you planning on having Christoph move to? Because as you can see, there are some other trees along the way that you might end up being able to conceal yourself within.
How do I point?
Looks like-
Let's see. Ping. Somewhere around there, maybe. I don't know. That looks
Okay.
like trees.
Yep, there are some. Oh, right. I was like, wait, why is it not letting me do that? Oh yeah, because I had it unlocked. Yeah, there's definitely some like trees in that area as well.
I keep
Okay,
forgetting about the pointer.
what is Infus planning on doing that is wild and crazy?
I think Enfys will try to move to like somewhere there under the cover of that massive tree or shrubbery.
Ah, he knows how not to be seen.
Precisely.
Okay, and Jorg?
Like I said, as the archers advance, he will be advancing along with them, but somewhat behind. He is not stealthy.
Noted. And Copper Tongue.
I think so. Which direction was Christoph going to be moving in? Because I think Copper Tong may go play bodyguard while he's getting set up.
South and west ish.
Like in that direction, I think.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Copper Tong will see Jorg move off with the other archers, and she's going to hang with Christoph and do like if a goblin pops up, cut its head off. That
Okay,
kind of thing.
sounds good. What about you, Soren?
Soren is going to say, I have an idea. And
Huh.
because he's impulsive, he'll forget to mention what his idea is and just walk off.
Sounds like my daughter.
Okay, so
What's the ping thing?
The ping thing is next to like the camera.
Yeah, I know,
of the
but
little person.
there's a way to do the ping without actually clicking on it.
Oh, not.
I
Oh,
didn't know
idea.
that.
Is there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. He wants to get around there, so sort of go around the side, sneak in behind those trees, stay low and get there. Soren will say, "Wait for my signal."
Okay, so everyone is going to hear this as he darts, I guess, like in that direction. Does that change what everyone is immediately planning on doing?
Are you talking about what Soren does?
Yes.
I don't think so. I mean, for me, it's all kind of happening at the same time, right? So,
More or less.
Yeah. It's gonna be we're gonna be jumping ahead here in a little bit. I'm going to get some stealth
I
checks from everyone that. Yeah, go ahead.
I trust in Soren's stealthiness, so he knows what he's doing. So
You realize,
That's your
Ron,
mistake.
He's just cursed you to roll an 18 or not.
I'd prefer that he
Nice.
curses me all the time.
Wow.
3. Okay, so he says, "I got an idea. Wait for my signal." And when everybody turns back to ask him what his idea is, he has
Yeah.
disappeared.
And Jorg says to the empty air, "What signal?"
Oh, I love it.
Okay, so let's see.
I say we carry on without him.
So everybody else that is doing sneaky stuff, give me a sneaky roll. Ruh-roh.
I'm not going to
Fail
roll
by
good
3.
again.
Enfys. Oh,
Not
man.
twice in a row.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Good.
So it wasn't.
I gave him all my luck, and I gave Soren all my
Excellent.
stealth.
You didn't
my God.
realize I had counter curse on.
So Christoph, critical failure by 3. He rolled a 17. Full listening.
How far are we advancing?
About there.
Yeah, Enfys is really hoping that Christoph's critical fail will overwhelm his failure.
How far does Soren get?
Not that far. You're probably going to be. Well, let's see. You move really fast, so I'm thinking probably about there-ish. Critical fail. That's interesting. Okay, so.
Well, it is a
Goblin.
contest.
Yep. Damn, Christoph, you got everybody selected.
With one click,
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you can do that. How do you do that again?
select all enemies or target enemy units, the little cross swords. I can
Yeah,
also target friendly. It helps me when I'm looking for targets to shoot.
Huh. Is that not an option for an NPC?
I think you need to have the NPC selected when you do that.
Yeah, I don't see a thing there for that.
It's up the
Oh
top.
well.
If you're looking at the stream, it's this icon up the top.
Hold on, I have to open the thing. Oh, on the map. Okay, on the map. I was looking at the combat tracker.
Yeah.
That would be why. I'm like poking around on the combat tracker going, this doesn't exist. Right. Okay, sorry. I got moderately distracted. I'm going to blame someone other than myself. Right. So he is about 21 yards from Christoph. Let's see. What is that penalty going to be based off of the hearing/vision stuff?
What's his altitude?
15 yards?
Yeah,
I
that's
believe.
pretty high.
No, not yards. Not yards. Sorry. Let me double check. I think it's 15 feet. Yeah, 15 feet. That. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not right. Yards? Wait, that's really big.
Distance
No,
-7
15.
for or visibility distance -7.
One would think that would make this more likely to succeed, but unfortunately, I still failed by 6, and his critical fail was by
17.
10. So I think that means he's going to have seen him.
My critical failure?
Yes, right?
It was by
Critical- No,
3,
sorry.
but not including any other
by
penalties that
3.
you may
By
have.
3. Blah, never mind.
But I didn't include
I
any
was
like
looking
penalties
at
on
the
there.
criticals. I was looking at the critical success for the stealth, and I'm like, let's see. So fail by 3. Fail is the worst. I got to fail by 6. So to probably both Infus and Christoph's initial concern, you will see the goblin that's up there clearly like poke his head and sort of like look in your direction, sort of like he's doing sort of a visual sweep, like he heard something but he's not sure what he heard, but he does not seem to raise the alarm or anything. And after a few seconds of looking, he sort of goes back to not really paying attention to your direction.
If he looks at you, make a badger noise.
At this
Badger.
point, by about this point, skirmisher. Wait, why is that say reinforcements? That's not right. Sorry, it's fixing something that I screwed up. So by this point, 17 and 12 have caught their badger, and they are, having a hilarious time trying to, keep it as it's like squirming and trying to get away. And they seem to be having a good old time. Okay, so I believe Christoph was shifting. You do not see. I should probably hide too.
Okay, I don't see
You
2.
do not see the creature that is hiding from you.
No, it's not hiding. It's asleep. It's in a tent.
Right, that
That
works
was-
better for me.
That was a GM fail on my part. I'm like, oh yeah, it's asleep. It's in a tent. Why did I leave it there? The PC shouldn't have even seen him. Derp.
Those goblins are very serious. They're intense.
Okay, so at this point, I believe Christoph was starting to. You were planning on attempting to assassinate this fellow,
Yep.
or were you trying to get closer? He will have some cover, simply because of the way it's at, unless you intentionally target like his head, in which case, yeah, he would. You can definitely see the head, but otherwise he has to. He's like occasionally moving around and such like that.
Man, I really suck as an archer. It's just hard
You
shooting.
can always try to get closer.
I mean, if we have the benefit of time on our side, I know some of us are impatient. He will try to get a little bit closer, at least within one more range band.
All
You
right,
have-
so
You have however long it takes Soren to give his signal, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah,
where
we're
are
talking
you?
seconds. Yeah,
Yeah, where are you planning on squirming toward?
the next tree or the next bush, or it's hard. I don't really see a lot of. I just see like green fuzziness on my map, so I'm not sure if that's a tree or not, or bushes or rocks. Maybe so. I'll ping it so you can see.
Yeah,
there.
that is a tree.
Okay,
That is a
there.
tree, and that is a tree.
I think you can increase the ambient light if that makes a difference.
I ain't gonna do that. It's dark.
So I'm thinking here. That'll take me a few seconds to get there.
Well, how far away? Let's see. He's there. If you go by proper stealth, it's going to take you at least 15 seconds to get there.
Yeah, that's in real life, that's nothing. In GURPS combat rounds, that's an eternity.
Yeah, in GURPS combat terms, that's like, how is this fight not over yet?
But if we're still setting up.
So that's your gamble. Is Soren going to take more than 15 seconds to do what he's going to do?
I'll take the gamble.
To be fair, you can take your shot in between here and there if something happens.
Yep. So I think if Copper Tongue is with me, I tell her, I ask her to stay back a little bit.
That is definitely going to put you quite a bit closer to the archer for perception purposes.
I tell her I'm going to try to get a little bit closer. If all hell breaks loose, may God preserve us. Sigmar preserve us. So that's my intention.
Okay. Well, those of you who are continuing to sneak forward will need to make another single stealth check. Let's see how.
Success.
Look at you.
Amazing.
Yeah, man.
Being sneaky. The archers, not so much.
Getting less sneaky as I go.
Look at Queen. This is fun. What's that say? Like no plan survives contact with the enemy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about no plan survives contact with the PCs. All right, let's see. Ooh, York failed by 6.
Well, fortunately, I'm the farthest one back.
Gonna break out the blossom weapon, 26 yards. I wonder what that's going to be for him. 26 yards. What is 26 yards for perception purposes?
It's just the range penalty.
For vision, it's a -7.
Once again, bad luck for him. That's by 6.
But remember, as long as we're using cover. If there's a rule in there for if we're in plain sight, it's a +10.
Well, we're not in plain sight.
We're not in plain sight, yeah.
So the basic rule is if you're trying to sneak, you're not in plain sight.
Assuming that there's cover.
Yep.
Which there is.
Okay. So, Christoph and Copper Tongue, I guess, are over here now by this tree.
Yep.
I messed up my cursor. I don't know how to change it to like a movement anymore.
Where does that put Soren?
Do you still have ping mode selected?
It's got yes.
Okay, just unselect ping mode. That's the problem.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Soren, where are you at with this stuff?
Well, how many turns of movement do we get?
15 seconds. That's presuming you're not trying to be sneaky, because you're probably relying more on distance up to a certain point.
Well, at about this point, Cern is not trying to be sneaky, and he will start making lots of noise,
That's his plan.
and he's yelling while intending to run this way, and he's shouting, "Run! Run! It's coming! It's coming! Run!"
Okay.
And he's, trying to just be loud and surprising.
All right. Well, that'll be interesting to see. All right, York, you will be able to hear, sounds like Soren making a crap ton of noise in that direction. How does York react? It's definitely going to be causing all of the goblins to go whoop, start
Actually,
peering in that direction.
After 15 seconds, he could probably be well and truly in the area there.
Correction, it's coming from that direction.
Right. Well, I'm presuming that the archers know what to do.
He didn't tell you what his signal was, so that might not be the signal.
That's true. That's his fault.
There's a couple of ninja goblins spring out of nowhere over there and swarm him.
He might shout out, "Now is probably a good time to run."
As his foot goes into a spike trap.
That would have been hysterical, wouldn't it? All right, so York is not doing anything then?
Nothing special.
All right, Goblin Archer number 11 is going, what? Huh? Number 2 is going, what? Huh? 3 is, yeah. Because it's like they're reacting as if they're supposed to, they're under attack. 3 is popping up, and are you serious? Did I really name these guys wrong? I named them wrong. Hold on. I put the ones that don't have the bloody bows as I named them as archers for some reason.
The archers, no, the goblins formerly known as Archer?
Yes, I did, because it's like normally they're named something else, and it's just like I changed the name on there, and it's just like, come on, man.
Yeah, but that guy had a bow.
Because I dragged and dropped the tokens on the combat tracker.
Oh, gotcha. Silly person.
I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to use the other one for the roll. Okay, so that was 3. Oh, right. Yeah. So 3 is poking up and clearly whetting a bow to see what's going on. I am presuming Christoph is going to take aim.
Well, I'm not sure if I would have had a chance to ready my arrow, in the prep phase.
Yeah, I'll say you'll have the arrow out and stuff like that and knocked, so you can go ahead and go straight into aim at this point.
Okay. So I will take aim.
Soren is making a great deal of noise, and I need to stop hitting the advance button on PCs. PCs are supposed to do that.
So Soren will keep running. He'll be looking back over his shoulder like there's something chasing him. He just wants to have the goblins pay attention to him.
What if there is something chasing him?
Then he's going to be really surprised.
Yep.
Is he though?
All right. Okay, all of your dudes here are going to take aim. Did that actually go? It did not. Coppertong.
Coppertong is going to hang tight, stare off towards where the commotion is happening, and then just shake her head and keep watching Kristoff's back and wait for the insanity to start.
Noted. The skirmishers up here are with the badger are going to turn and just look this round. That guy is going to pop his head up out of his pseudo wherever it was he is, and yeah, he's looking there as well. All right, Infus, come on, we want a super explosive fireball.
Well, if only I had explosive fireball. However, I am going to step and concentrate on a 3-point fireball, which I will now cast at the end of my turn. Wow.
Ooh. He tried to fail that one by 0.
Explosive fireball is merely the exploitation of terrain.
There you go.
So I guess Yerg is actually going to start advancing, assuming that the arrows are about to fly. So I suppose he's still stealthing until he gets spotted.
Or until he decides, screw this noise, I'm going to charge.
Exactly.
Hey, what's going on? In Goblinese. You will see Goblin Archer 3 up there leans forward and blows into the war horn that is right there, and it makes this great trumpeting noise.
Great.
Damn it.
I didn't know that he had a war horn. Okay. So yeah, war horn's already blowing, right? Too
Yep.
late to stop that.
Well, you can always cause it to go.
Time for a record
Let-
scratch.
Well, at this point, I'm just gonna take my shot, actually. So I just got like 1 second of aim. Not bad. And
Well,
he's
you
at 10
can only
yards.
get 2 better.
Yep. And then he's gonna do an all-out attack. Do you have anything to brace with? Oh, it's kind of hard to brace the bow. So
Then you're going to have the cover penalties unless you are specifically targeting like neck or head or something.
yep, let's do
What are you giving him for
Vitals?
cover? -2? or-
vitals.
It's 4, I believe, because all you can really see is upper shoulders, neck,
Oh.
head. When he's there. I think that's around 4.
I didn't do a visibility penalty on that one.
I don't. Can you target vitals if you see?
No.
What is vitals in this case?
Heart.
Yeah, you can't see his heart. You can, or roughly, you can like upper shoulders, neck, head. The rest of him is mostly concealed.
Pretty sure it's going to be a head neck shot.
How about I'm gonna
Yeah,
shoot?
neck would have been is what 4? Is it -4 to the neck?
5.
5.
Is it 5?
So I would have done. I don't know. I think I might have missed because is there also a size modifier?
Oh yeah, SM -1.
So -1. So -1, and then I probably would have. Can I shoot it like an arm? The one that's holding the bow?
I don't think it'd be necessarily the bow, but it's like he is like sort of holding the war horn. Yeah, I mean it's secured to the upper level, so he does it's not going to fall off, but you're going to automatically sort of take a hold of it as he's blowing it. So I don't see why you couldn't hit that arm.
I think I probably would have missed. I'm not sure. So -3 to the vitals. You said if I can't shoot the vitals, I made it by 3.
Okay.
But then I got cover.
-1 for the size, but if you, I believe an arm is -2.
Yeah, arm is -2.
So if you were targeting that arm, that would be by 0, I think.
So that's okay. So then that's probably what I would have done. I would have tried to target something.
Okay. Let's see. So he is completely unaware that you are there. So he is not going to be able to dodge or anything. You shoot him in the arm. I don't remember, does his arm even have anything bonus?
No.
Damage of 6 impaling.
All right. And it is normally for limbs, it's half +1, and if it's anything higher than that, it's lost.
More than
Yep,
more than half. Yeah.
Half +1.
half +1 to
Okay.
cripple it, but anything more than half is lost as damage.
Okay, so that is, who are you? You're number 3. And whoop! Ow! He just took an arrow to the arm. He's going to startle, and that's definitely going to cause that that horn blast to go weird. So it's like
Okay.
he's like blowing into it. It's like
Um,
wah.
maybe it'll cause a couple seconds of delay before anybody responds to it.
Well, if that is a crippling hit, then you'll have to do a stun check or knockdown.
It is not. I
So
don't
you might have
think.
that.
He did 6 points of damage to the arm. I don't think it does anything extra for impaling to the arm. They have 12 hit points, so you'd need to do 7 to cripple it.
Yep,
Yeah,
party
that sounds
archers.
about right.
Just moving,
Well-
making lots of panic noises.
These archers realize they're not anywhere as good normally as. Wait, what? Oh, that's short sword. I was like, wait, what? Huh? Wow, they're actually oddly good when I look at that. That's
Well, they're not dealing with a cover
surprising.
situation either.
Oh well, I was just like surprised when I'm wondering why they've got it so high. Doesn't matter. Okay, so they have aim 1 and size mod -1, so they're at 0. And then they have normally they would have the light penalty, but because of the campfires, these guys are kind of sort of exposed, so they all decide to loose. One of them will possibly hit. Actually, none of these guys are gonna know that they're coming. I'm just gonna roll this twice off the same guy. Okay, so one of them definitely failed. So the top dude is going to take 1 arrow. The bottom guy is going to take 2 arrows. Because they're NPCs, I am not even going to bother looking to see if there's anything special. Impaling does double.
2.
2? Yeah, so it's double when it gets through. Skirmisher has DR1. Okay, this could really hurt. This could hurt a lot. And
Yeah, looks
7.
like they should probably both be below 0.
Both of them are below 0. And I'm not even going to bother with. Well, they could potentially survive.
Good job, Moose.
And that's like going to be the last those guys are able to do anything. Okay, one of them is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to bother.
Mook roll. Off you go.
And hey, I remembered to actually go ahead and hit the skip button as soon as I was done with that. All right, so they shoot. There's the snap of bowstrings, and several of them decide they're going to fall, or those 2 are going to fall down. And these guys they did pretty badass. They're awesome.
Okay. So, Christoph, have you fired?
Yes, he shot the guy in the arm.
Okay. All right. Queen.
Is going to be
Queen-
aware of this guy stepping out of the tent as well.
Yeah, I think Queen's going to go start heading in that direction towards Archer 11. So,
Okay, this guy jumps up and just saw 2 of his buddies get drilled and fall to the ground. Oh my goodness. He clearly doesn't like this.
Not today.
Okay. Enfys is going to step and he's going to aim at Goblin Archer 2.
He's going to aim at him? I'm surprised you wouldn't just throw it.
Yeah, sure.
No, I mean, hey, you can totally aim.
Apparently, because I had to use a backup spear, it is 1 pound heavier than the sword. Therefore, I am now in light encumbrance. God damn it.
Get up there and throw the spear, and then you're no longer in light encumbrance.
Yeah, then I won't have a spear.
You can punch somebody really hard.
Anyway,
Take their
I'm gonna
spear.
break into a trot here and start closing the distance. I don't know which one's going to be standing when I get there, though.
This guy sees a dwarf charging him and has to make. Man, the fact they give goblins cowardice is really kicking my butt. Ah! Scary dwarf! Wow, he actually made it. He is going to dart over towards the cage. This guy will drop down behind the thing, clearly in pain because he got shot through the arm with an arrow, and it really hurts.
Wait, you said he what? He fell?
No, he dropped down so you can't see. He remember it's like the cover is mostly up to his chest anyway, so he dropped to his knees so you can't see him.
Oh, okay.
So he's still up there. You could always just set fire to the siege tower.
And Ralph the hostage, can you tell me about that again?
He is currently in a cage. It's a small wooden cage thing, and at this distance, you can probably tell he's in pretty bad shape. And it looks like Goblin Archer number 2 has, sprang over there and is in the process of also drawing a knife.
Oh, okay. Christoph will step a bit closer, get a better angle, and attempt to fast draw. All right. I think I'd be more proficient with my tabs here. So he will attempt to fast draw, and I failed by 1. Crap. So mad.
Oh, you were trying to pick one.
Yeah.
And it did you
But-
in.
But I still could do a regular action, right? Because that was I'll just curse to himself, break, arrow falls to the ground, and then he takes a second and actually draws the arrow properly. Another arrow. Does that work?
I think you just don't fast draw this arrow. You just ready it normally.
No, it specifically says you throw it if you fail.
For arrows, that's the case, I believe.
But also Nosh might be correct because I didn't look it up again afterwards because I was also looking at the quick shooting, and maybe that was just under the context of quick shooting. Maybe a normal fast draw doesn't do that, but I didn't look that up.
I believe it did.
Yeah, I know he's correct. Failure means you drop the arrow.
Is it? Okay. So I dropped the arrow, he curses, and then he's going to take a ready maneuver to draw another arrow.
And I'm
Broadhead
looking
arrow.
forward to that critical fail on the fast
And
draw
then-
because that says you drop the entire quiver.
Oh my God. I might put some points into fast draw.
Yeah, you don't have quite enough to really pull this off yet.
Well, you have used it enough.
So,
And I'm done.
of these guys, is it only this one that's really looking at Saren?
That guy you can't really see him from where you're at because of the big ass tree that's in the way, and he can't really see you because of the big rocks and the big tree in the way. But he may be heading in your direction as he's trying to run away, but that's meta knowledge.
Alright, so Saren just wants to continue making a lot of noise.
I'm totally gonna have to give that guy another cowardice check as he's hearing that hideous noise. He's just thinking, "This is not my day."
Good, and then turn back
guys-
the other direction.
Yeah, these guys are farmers, so they do not have fast draw in this case. So they are going to spend this round drawing an arrow. He's getting away.
Queen will slowly chase after him.
He totally needs to get like a throwing axe.
I think she has one, but I don't think her skill's very good.
What you need
He's
is one of
thinking-
those. What you need is one of those rope darts with barbs on it, so you can do a whole scorpion get over here thing.
That would be cool.
Okay. Enfys is going to step, and he's going to throw his fireball at Goblin Archer 2, hoping that the attack from the side hex will inhibit his ability to dodge this.
All out.
Actually, you are starting your turn in his back hex.
Yep.
Maybe. Am I?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, might as well all out it. So let's just add up these mods.
Or just roll and see if it matters.
Hush
Are we
you.
doing any darkness penalties at all?
You've got fires around, so you don't have to worry about that.
And is there
See,
any
there's
side
actually a
modifiers?
he is. That's in -1.
Okay.
Here's where he totally rolls a 13 or a 3.
You know, that would be about right. Completely wasted.
No, it's like he's gonna hit the guy with a 3, and then it's gonna be normal damage only.
Except he already doesn't get to defend.
Range
That's
modifier.
that's why it'd
is
be funny.
5. Okay, I think I got this all set up. Here we go.
5 yards. That's not that. That's what, -1, -2.
2.
Of course, I failed by 3.
Boo! Well, that's definitely going to cause him to freak out as this ball of fire streaks by his face.
Yeah, that was a shitty roll.
That
Yep.
was a pretty crappy roll. 15. Ouch. Okay, at the beginning of this round, far to the east, you are going to hear a corresponding response, another horn, but it sounds pretty far distant, but it sounds like this one.
Right. Running.
Man, I sure hope those other guys don't run into some bad stuff.
That would be horrible.
Goblin Archer 11. Right, he is running away from the scary dwarf. This guy, I'm going to give him another 1. Ha! He wheels around and is trying to see quickly identifies who it was that just threw fire at him. 6 yards. Let's see here. I forgot to give this guy. I declared that he has drawn here. He had drawn his arrow, or I'm not arrow, but his knife. But he's going to drop the knife and ready his spear. So he takes a step forward, thinking he's super brave. This guy is going to pop his head back up. He is in the process of trying to find the targets and is also realizing he's not in a great position here. He thought it was a great thing to be up here, but alas. All right, Christoph.
Sorry, I was talking. I was muted. He will take a step diagonal to the left and ready his bow. And that's it.
Soren, at this point, you will definitely see a goblin up here. It looks like he is running away from the fight, and he sees you at about the same time you see him.
All right, I'm going to take a step and evaluate.
Oh.
This turn, these guys ready their bows and will. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. And will take a step forward. Now they're ready to start doing some aiming. I should probably detarget their guys, though. Unless they're going to shoot them again and make sure they're dead. Which I think Copper Tongue and Jorg, both of whom have that intolerance towards greenskins, would probably approve of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, very much so. So Copper Tongue's going to run up and realize at the end of her move that Goblin Archer 11 is definitely going to outpace her. So she'll switch gears after this turn.
Well, there's a nice tower thing right there next to you. Okay, so I had previously rolled that guy's cowardice, and he'd actually made it. So he is going to charge towards Soren and do a moving attack, capped at 9. He thinks he can do it with this spear. He's going to stab you to death.
Spear hurts.
Are goblins really fast?
Apparently not.
Move 6. Well, yeah, move 6. Let's see. It is moving attack is -4, right?
Uh-huh.
I had the stupid caps, and it's like, I look up and the caps on, and I look up after I hit enter, and it's doing an ugly error. Okay, so let's see. He comes charging toward you, and he tries to spear you to death with the two-handed strike, but fails. So sad. Fails by 3.
Okay, so this time I'm going to simply cast a 1 point fireball, although my skill level is now 15, so that's a 0 point fireball.
Finger guns.
And I
Alright.
can't, I think that's all I can do this turn is cast. Next turn I can toss it.
Yes, that's what I understand.
Phrasing. All right. Jorg will have the spear two-handed at reach 2, and he will have to do a move and attack. And therefore, I will spend the fatigue to take away the bad stuff. All right, spear. Nothing fancy at this point. Size mod -1. No darkness because the campfire is right there.
Yep, it's right there.
And I will just leave it at that. I don't feel like taking chances. All right, that's a good hit.
By 4, is that considered a side hex? I don't think so.
No.
All right, let's see. I took a step, so that's all I can. All right, and woo, look at that. Fail by
Wow.
4 on the dodge.
That was shite.
And I was also thinking, just as I clicked it, I'm like, oh, he should have used parry. That's 1 point higher. He still would have missed. Oh, okay. I thought that was damage for a second. I was like, oh no, this is gonna suck. That's
of
more
course.
like it.
That is more
So
like
that's gonna be 3 that gets through because he has 1 point of DR there. So that's gonna be 6 points.
At least there's that.
Ow.
Is there a chance to hit the vitals?
Yeah, he
I-
rolled that.
Failed that.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, he rolled exactly the opposite of what he needed to roll on both times, because he needed to roll the 6 on the damage, and he needed to roll the 1 on the chest instead of the other way around.
That would have been awesome.
Right. Okay, so he's got his spear. Yep, he's gonna have to make a check here, because it's like, oh dear Lord, I got a shaman in front of me, and he's got fire in his hands. And then this other dude just stuck me with a spear, and it hurt a lot. And I failed by 1. Okay, so must run away. This guy, I'm going to give him a check. And okay. So he's going to duck back out of sight and do something.
Okay. He just ducks out of sight. All right.
Well, yeah, it's like, he's using his cover to its fullest.
All right.
It's actually kind of funny is
One.
if he had failed that check, he would have probably tried to go over, get out of here. I could totally see me botching that climb check and go woo bonk.
Okay, so Christoph will move up right up to the edge of underneath that platform.
Okay.
Is there anything under there that of interest?
Let's see. I have to look at my Siege Engine picture again. That's this one. You're probably not going to be able to get underneath it. You can get up to the side.
Okay, then actually I'll move. I'll move one more to there. That'll be it.
Yep. At this stage, you can absolutely tell the guy in the cage has been beat the hell up. I mean, he's got it looks like he's missing one of his eyes. His nose is broken. He's cut and bruised and completely naked. He's having a bad day.
Is he conscious, you said?
Ish. All right. So Soren successfully fast drew his sword.
Time for you to break your weapon.
Yep. Time for you to
Nah.
break the weapon.
Not gonna happen. These guys are only wearing light armor, right?
Right. DR1.
So
Mostly in the chest.
Soren,
Maybe the head.
he's gonna do a mighty blow, and he'll stab to just the body.
That's downright disappointing.
That will be a further +1. Not that it makes a difference.
However, my skirmisher succeeded by 3 on his dodge. That was a good roll. He went,
And then
He was expecting to break your sword.
CERN will take a step back.
Watch out for those trees. All right, so the archer guys, the farmers, they're going to.
Pincushion number
What are they
2.
going to do? Are they all going to shoot at number 2?
That seems like what they would probably do.
Is there some way for them to target? Nope. I was hoping there's a way I could mass target.
There is.
I mean, permanently for those guys. At the same time, like selecting them all and.
All your.
Does that not work?
Like a group.
13.
I don't think I've ever
area
Doesn't
select.
matter. All right, so 13 range is what? That is -5. That's gonna kind of hurt. So -5 +1 for all out gives us -4. So that puts them at 10. Sure, why not?
It's 50-50. There are 4 of them.
Miss.
Not that guy, though.
Let's see. Hit. And I'm like making sure I'm actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and then miss. And last guy hit. Wow, 2 hits.
Following
That
the average.
was unexpected. Oh. Damn.
Yeah,
I think he's done. He's running away, and apparently you need to keep these guys along with you. That is not what I meant to do. Duh. That was Archer 2. Oh, right. 1 more. 2 more. Copper Tongue.
All right. Copper Tongue is going to yell to get the guy out of the cage, and she's going to run over towards the nearest fire.
Step and attack. He's super confident. He's gonna successfully kill you. And success by 3 to hit Soren with his spear.
Retreating. Dodge.
You can take it. 18.
And I guess he's gonna use a little bit of extra effort. Not that he needed it.
So sad.
Enfys is just going to hold on to the fireball, and he's going to move here. And then my plan is just to let the fireball drop at the base of the tower, hopefully lighting something on fire.
Well, something will be on fire. Okay, I guess I can not target that guy. Jorgen's going to go over here and start letting the hostage out. I suspect that will take a few rounds. He's going to have to pull a knife or something to cut it loose.
Yeah, it's not particularly great workmanship, but hey, my buddy's in trouble. I should go help him. Then we can team up on this guy. This poor guy. So he was popping up and clearly had prepared the shot, but the directions he's looking, everybody is like kind of depressed under what he can see. So because he's looking in this direction, so I guess the best he can do is see Jorg. So he's probably going to take a shot at you, but you're going to have like he's going to take the -4 for cover.
Okay.
So
Well, he can always stick his head out over the side. Christoph won't shoot him right between the eyes.
That's not great at all. He takes the shot and doesn't come close to hitting you. But there's definitely an arrow that's now on the ground nearby, so you know the dude was up there.
Right. Well, I'll be aware then.
Okay. Kristoff responds to the queen. I'll take care of the prisoner. Don't you worry, lassie. I don't know. And then he's gonna. How can I open this wooden cage? Is there anything? Is it just a latch? Is it locked?
Currently cutting, cutting.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you were cutting. You're right.
Well, it doesn't mean you can't help.
Can I help, or is there no benefit to helping? Like if York said, "No, I got this," then.
Yeah, the two of you can. Yeah, you can totally say, "Yeah, I'm helping," and that's no problem.
Actually, no. York is stubborn, so he'll say, "I got this."
Okay. I don't see any other goblins in the near vicinity, correct?
You are going to be aware that the one that's above that you're from where you're at right now, you can't see, but you do know he has taken a shot at Jorg, and like the arrow is hitting over here or something, so it's clearly a miss.
Let me. So what he's going to try to do over the next several seconds, unless it becomes not applicable, is he will ready his arrow in this round, and in the next round, coming up, he's going to like take a weight maneuver. But for this round, he'll just he will just take a normal ready maneuver on his arrow.
Right. Yeah.
And take,
okay. So the bow is ready then.
Yeah, and take a step back, and he's looking up. Oh, I know my little directional thing wasn't aiming, but he will aim. Look towards the top where the goblin was at.
Yep. So you'll definitely be able to sort of see him.
He keeps shrinking.
Yep.
I'm hitting like Control and Shift, trying to figure out which one it was.
It's the other one.
It's the other one, yes.
Going to stab at him.
Shift to turn, Control to resize. Alt for altitude.
And he failed to dodge by 4. All right, so that's 3. That's 3. That's 6 points. I saw that one for a second, and then it flipped over. Ouch.
I need food. I don't have food in my little room here.
All right, advance the tractor there, Ronky. Big dang slacker. Right, those guys are going to, I believe they drew last round and readied, so they're readying this round. They're thinking, yeah, we did pretty awesome. We dropped 3 of these guys. She's at the fire.
All right, so put away the axe that she's got in her right hand. I was trying to see if I had something. I guess not. So yeah, that will be it. She'll basically take a step and put away the axe and basically unready it, and that should be it.
Noted. This guy.
Well, you could actually use the axe, sort of chop it into one of the burning logs and pick it up that way.
She's a klutz. All I see there is the axe going in the fire, and then
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, luckily for her, she actually made the klutz roll.
Oh, good.
I was just thinking she needs to go over there and try to help the goblin in the tower.
okay.
Now, it sounds
so,
like Infus is about to set the tower thing on fire too.
yeah. So I've got this fireball in my hand. It's a 1d6 fireball. So what can I see that I can just maybe either plop this thing onto it and start on fire, or maybe shove my hand in the tower and drop it somewhere?
Well, let's see.
Is it mostly wooden?
It is mostly wooden. That's that thing again. So you can see the horn thing is up there, and the goblin itself is lurking up there and dropping and hiding. So it's all pretty much wood.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to let the fireball kind of drop into whatever niche or
Yeah, you can
joint
probably
joint
find it.
area,
I'm gonna toss it in there.
and that's all I'm going to do.
Now I need to double check and see what they say about anything that it has in there. 2 floors within the main body, lower. Okay.
That's where they store the gunpowder barrels.
Damn, how did you know? That would have been hysterical, though. Okay, lower floor. That's makeshift battering rams. They're suspended, positioned through holes. Okay. Let's see. It doesn't say what else is in there, does it? Let's see. If we're going for something that is definitely going to catch fire, well, give me a universe reaction roll. Let's see if there's anything that is really, really bad in there. Because it's like you get something, alas. Apparently, they've been smacked around and such like that. So it's probably going to catch, a little something on fire, but not a whole lot. I was totally going to say if you had rolled like excellent or something like that, there absolutely would have been a frickin' a barrel of something explosive.
Right. Well, that's all I'll do.
Something, so you caught something on fire, just not as much as you would like. Luckily, I think you can. Don't you have like control fire or something like that?
Oh yeah, I can continue this process for sure.
Work in the lock or cage, I should say.
Well, honestly,
Probably
it's not
working on
really
the cage and not the
it's,
lock.
it's not really a lock. It's like a
Yeah.
rope cage. So you just need to like cut stuff. Shape fire. That's what I was thinking of. Oh, right. Goblin Archer 11. He just saw his buddy start running away from Soren, and he was already running due to a failed cowardice check. So he's going to change direction and start running in that direction. Let's see. So he is got to fast draw if he screwed that up. That's so irritating. Oh my god, I didn't give them okay, so he is drawing an arrow. Well, Christoph, he has not dropped down.
Okay, sorry. He has now dropped down.
No, he has not dropped down, but you definitely see him drawing another arrow. Probably looks a little panicked about the fact that he doesn't see any allies around him that aren't, unmoving corpses.
Does he have cover? I'm just gonna try like a snapshot or just a quick unaimed shot.
Yeah, he's got like -4 cover because of the
Heavy
stuff.
cover.
Yep.
Crap. So -4 cover and then -1 size is -5.
Ouch.
Well, crap. Let's just do.
But the range ain't so bad.
He's just gonna take. What's the goblin doing? Is he reloading?
Reloading. Yeah. Oh yeah, he is 15 feet up.
Did he do Did he already draw his arrow?
Yes, he drew his arrow this round because he shot last round and missed.
Okay, I'm
And
gonna.
now
aim.
he is drawing the arrow, but clearly he does not have fast draw because he did it kind of in slow motion.
It's
so
such
you
a tough choice. Yeah, I don't know. I think he'll take an aim.
All right.
I hope that I don't get hit on his next shot. All right.
Okay.
And maybe
so
and maybe it's a holy day. If I die, I'll come back reincarnated.
something for you to definitely keep in mind there, Soren, is you are absolutely going to be taking lighting penalties where you're at because you're now really far away from the fires.
All right.
So
Just
then
going to
that's
do
the
movement
minus-
attack, telegraphed, stabbing in the back.
Okay. -4 for darkness, -1 for size penalty.
Oh, okay. So it might actually matter. So what was it? -4 for darkness?
-4 for darkness, -1 for size penalty. And then if you're telegraphing, that means it's a total of -1.
plus. So that's going to be hit.
Easy hit, yeah.
Same damage as before.
Gotta find him again. Okay, that's 4. Skirmisher 4. Okay, so the archers are not super comfortable chasing after this guy by themselves. So they are going to continue to advance to these guys and make sure that they are dead.
All right, Copper Tongue is going to find a stick or something that she can pick up with her one hand and that's on fire and pull it out. And would that take up the whole turn?
Her one hand's on fire.
Yay! Basically picking it up by the non-burning end.
Okay. I think that might. I don't. Yeah, I
One
think
round
that's
to
probably
secure it,
yeah.
yeah.
So we'll do that this round.
Okay. Entvis is going to create fire simply by touching part of the tower. Wow. Terrible rolls.
Could be worse. You could have snapped your very fine sword in half.
True.
Okay, so let's see. Fills the area of effect with fire. Okay, so so that's like on the inside that you're doing that.
Yeah, I'll just stick my hand into a crevice and woof.
He's totally trying to steal your thunder, Copper Tonk. You're gonna have to burn him.
She's going to turn around. The whole thing's going to be lit up.
Okay, so you have done that. That'll be interesting. All right, Jorg.
Working the cage.
Give me a strength check.
Sure,
I
why the
guess,
hell?
or strength or spear, whichever one you prefer to do there.
Well, spear is slightly better, so I prefer that.
Forced entry.
Okay, so I just saw Mel's response. Burn. Okay, yes. So you are able to cut the crappy ropes, and the whole thing just sort of collapses around the guy, and he's like very clearly, visibly out of it. It's like he's not sure what's going on. He's probably in a great deal of pain.
Well, he'll be helping him this round, I guess.
All right. So that guy, I believe, is going. Well, I don't know. It depends on whether Soren decides to chase after him. But he is going to likely get away. But really, do goblins truly get away for any real length of time? All right. So he is now knocking the arrow and trying to hurry it along as he realizes, as he's just now sort of noticed, oh crap, there's smoke that's rising up from down below. What's going on? Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, wow. Yeah. A little late there.
Okay, so I'm at -4 for cover, you said, and then -1 for size.
Yep.
So -5.
That's what those add up to.
And then he aimed for 1 second, and he's firing. Fire! Oh no! Oh Jesus! All right,
Dude, seriously.
but I think I failed. Oh no, I already got the size in there. Yeah, success by 0. Oh my God!
What's with
This
these
is
rolls,
nerve-wracking.
man?
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So let's see. Is he even going to be? Yeah, you aimed, and he was looking in that direction. So he might be able to dodge that. Go,
I guess best case scenario, he'll
holy
lose
cow,
his shot.
that's by 3. So he's going to duck down very briefly. So the arrow goes exactly where his, well, maybe his neck or head was. So too bad, so sad. He laughs at you in Goblinese. Okay, maybe it's the GM that laughs at you in Goblinese.
Christoph's like, somebody kill that freaking goblin up there. I can't get a shot. But only Enfys and Jorg are nearby to help.
Soren will stop and he'll just sort of look around, evaluate the situation.
You're in a forest at night. Your archers are now butchering some goblins to make sure that they're dead.
All right. Queen will turn around, and is the whole thing already engulfed in flames?
No, it's not. But you
Okay.
can see a little bit of smoke is definitely coming out of it. So it can still always use some more fire.
So she will take a step, and apply more fire.
This is going to be great. He's going to have to dive out of that. What's the fall damage for 15 feet?
Oh, what is that? 5 yards?
All right, so Enfys will step, and he's just going to be like now just casually running his hand along the outside of this thing and casting Create Fire.
Is he cackling while he's doing it?
He's probably humming something like "Burn, baby, burn."
Nice. All right. Well, the two of you are definitely getting it on, getting it where it's starting to catch on fire.
Yarg is sort of helping Rolf get away from the cage and the tower while it's on fire, and he's going to whistle over to the bow wielding farmers to come help this guy.
All right, where are you going to? So you're like,
Yeah, we're just stepping away.
there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, he has realized his siege tower is starting to catch on fire, and he does not like this at all.
Also, your place is on fire.
Yep. So he's going to have to go out the side. Oh man, he knows this is bad because, well, I don't know. Actually, is he smart?
That's a long
enough
way
to do
down.
that? It is a long way. Wow, they're actually smarter than I thought they were. I thought they were going to be at 9. By 1, success by 1. So he is very much going to be aware he's in a bad situation here because A, it's on fire. If he stays here and keeps shooting, he's going to burn to death. B, if he climbs down, he's going to be shot and possibly clubbed. So he's going to have to say, okay, I got to suck it up. I got to jump. Maybe I'll land well and be able to roll and do a proper parachute landing fall, and then can maybe run away from these guys. You said
jump off the side and figure out what to do on the way down.
Yep. This goblin is a proper Heinleinian hero. And I just remembered, oh crap, he's already at 6. He's already down 6 hit points. Yeah,
That's just in his arm.
So doesn't matter. So you said it's 2 points is the or 2D is the thing. All right. Who hasn't actually shot or I'm gonna have Copper Mel roll 2D for me. Man, for a second there, I was like, this is awesome because it was a 2 and a 1. And I was like, perfect. And then 7. Okay, so that is not good for him.
I think he should have had to have made a dex check and fail and have his pant leg catch on top of the tower.
The dex check to land on
Okay,
his feet.
so apparently as he was falling, he got some fire on him. But he's also in the negatives, and Mook rules apply. So a flaming goblin will come out of the side and hit the ground really, really hard. Stop moving. Okay, so there is only one goblin who is still alive, and he is running away. So the combat is over. Good job, I guess.
Once I hand off Ralph, I think we're going to try to start heading toward the other horn, assuming that the other group is over there.
With the archers, or are you telling them to go elsewhere? And
it's up to them if they just want to take one guy and help Ralph back, or if they want to all go with them. Either way.
Are we in combat still?
No.
I
am getting rid of some beast goblins.
I will. Well, I guess what Christoph would be interested in is applying first aid, diagnosing and applying first aid to Ralph, and retrieving any arrows that he may, the one that he dropped, plus any inside, if there's one still in the arm of the goblin, and that's what
he's on fire.
Okay, so that's kind of what he would want to do.
That's totally Enfys's fault.
He would recover at least the one arrow that he dropped, and not necessarily in that order, and then diagnose and apply first aid to Ralph.
Well, there's that one that you missed with, but you're shooting up, so God only knows where the hell that one went.
So I should be able to get at least one back.
Jurgi's going to remind you that there's more going on that direction, so be quick.
Enfys will come around the corner and look at Queenie and say, "Nice torch," and he'll blow his hand as if to say, "Fire's out."
So I want to do the initial diagnosis roll was just to kind of gauge the level of extent of injuries. Is he going to die? How is he going to die in the next 5 minutes, or is he going to survive?
No, but he's definitely in really bad shape. He needs proper medical attention.
Okay.
So it's probably not a bad idea for with as Jorg stated, is like you guys take this the guy back to the village, because the Sister Brigitte's there, although she might be asleep at this point. Although there was the ringing of bells, so it's entirely probable to presume that they, that woke everybody up. Okay. So the PCs are heading that way. Okay, now I got to figure out what do I do here.
Does that count as combat's over?
Yes, combat is over. Right, give me a post-combat shakes check. You're probably fine. Okay, so now I need to realize I wasn't expecting something and I'm an idiot. That is the wrong one. Whose phone is wigging out? It's not mine. Okay, so all right, so you head back into the direction of, I guess it'd be east. Are you heading quickly? Are you trying to move relatively stealthily? What is the order of battle, etc., etc.?
Is that direction the other party went?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm assuming there's a fight going on over there.
That would probably be a good presumption.
Yeah, we need to move quick. It's dark. They won't see us coming, maybe.
So Christoph will tell George, I think I don't know if I know his name. The prisoner seems to be stable, but he needs medical attention.
So yeah, they'll take him back. We gotta go.
Okay. Do we know which direction we're going besides east? Like, do we need to track them, or do we kind of know where they're going?
Yeah. If you recall, you had the great big the wheels that were there, and that's basically what they were following.
That's right.
And now I'm scrambling because I realized I was 3/4 of the way done, and my map is facing the wrong direction.
Because of course it is.
Yep. So give me just a couple seconds. Where the hell is my? There it is. Bah. Double bah. Okay. How do I do that? All right. So, good Lord, my stupid map. My brain is not braining. Okay. So sorry about that. Like I said, the brain was not braining, and that's better. All righty. Okay, so now let me throw some miniatures or some tokens on here. Make sure that everybody's right. And see what we can see. Who am I missing? I'm missing Infus. He needs to go in there too. Okay. You said you were not being stealthy in this case. Is that correct?
Well, even if I were trying to be stealthy, I would not be stealthy. But
yeah, we're not very stealthy.
I don't know if I
I'm
agree
not.
with that.
I'm not focused. We're not going slow.
All right. So you guys go charging in that direction after tasking the farmers to deal with the get Ralph back to safety, and you get back to that point where you definitely this is you reach the point where you first encountered the tracks and went, oh, okay, this is where we need to split up, and then you start heading on, following them like the other guys do, and did. And as you are progressing in that direction, you will start to hear definitely the sound of combat.
Hark!
I'm scrambling to get my map remotely ready. It's not, by the way. So you come within, as you're heading out there, you've got some various, tiny little hills and all that jazz, and you can top one, and you will actually be able to see ignore where the tokens are at the moment, because that's not 100% right yet. Although you are coming from that direction, you can see what amounts to like an armed camp of some sort. There are a lot of dead bodies scattered around there. It looks like something bad has happened with regards to the fight. There's still some scattered conflict going on. It looks like the farmers snuck in there and tried to do some ambushing, and then the goblins actually did a better job than expected, and have dropped and or killed a number of them. But there are still some fighting.
Well, they're only peasants.
Well, you had the two road wardens too.
Fortunately, they're still alive.
Cern will be looking for them, thinking, "Oh, I hope you died, I hope you died, I hope you died."
Such a great guy.
Well, we need to identify threats and start moving toward them.
Yep. So based off of the map, that's clearly the PCs are going to be coming from that area, and by the time you basically get within, I don't want to say right there, because I don't know if you're planning on doing actual stealthy stuff. By that time, it honestly looks like the farmers are pretty much almost all gone, and one of the road wardens is still up and over here, and he's like desperately, feverishly trying to defend against a trio of goblins who are trying to stab him with their spears. And notably, there are two orcs that are overlooking this, although one of them, it's this fellow here, does look like he's kind of been messed up. So brief pause. I wanted to let everybody know the meta stuff that's going on there. I decided to throw the two basically into like a quick mass combat thing to figure out what would happen, and it did not go well for the so-called ambushing farmers. They did okay in the first round, and unfortunately the leader successfully rallied, and after that the orcs won, or the goblins won, every single or the three remaining rounds.
Is the warden that potentially recognized Cern, is he the one that's still up, or is he?
He is the one that is still up, because of course he is.
Well, Cern's not going to be in any hurry to get to him.
Yeah, well, the rest of the PCs might. Okay, so I'm going to basically start the combat, for lack of a better term, with the PCs roughly where they're at. I mean, you can shift them around however you want to. And Jorg is going to be the first person to go. Also, before I forget, everybody needs to take 1 point of fatigue, simply to, in this case, I'm saying it's, you have the quick skirmish, and then you've been basically not sprinting, but moving really fast through the woods. I mean, it's just 1 point. I'm sure that won't come back and bite everybody in the butt.
It's better than 1 fatigue per hour.
Well, yeah.
Well, post-combat, the rules are that it's 1 fatigue plus your encumbrance level if you fought for more than 10 rounds.
Yep, and you guys did not. But in this case, since everybody is jogging basically through the forest, I'm like, you know what? That's fine. Everybody takes a point of fatigue. Okay, so Jorg, how do you wish to proceed at this point?
Once we see the big old orcs in the middle there, and basically that the greenskins have control of this situation, Jorg is going to motion for everybody to take cover, and we'll kind of move from there. So Jorg is heading off to the side here, and we have to do the map things.
Should be fixed.
Yeah, we got snapped grid.
Damn it.
I Don't know what I'm doing.
Well, now it's up to you. I gave you the take cover signal.
Find myself. Oh, there I am. Take cover.
We're all trying to find ourselves, aren't we?
Snarlash, get, rip, rend. Okay. He will crouch. He will like try to sneak through behind these are these called palisades, or I'm not sure, like the wooden spikes and the little fence thingies.
Let's call it a barrier.
The barrier. How high? I mean, yeah. Anyways, he's gonna try to like come this way, stealthily, sneaky, using the bush as cover. Get a little bit closer.
Well, okay, so you are in combat rounds.
We are?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So he'll do the stealth -4, I guess,
I
and
don't
do
know
the
where
full
you
move.
started.
And I don't know if
Okay.
it's difficult terrain to move through those bushes. Is it difficult terrain or
No.
So
Those aren't
1, 2,
necessarily
3,
bushes.
4,
They're like
5,
trees
6,
and stuff like that. So
7.
yeah, some of it will be undergrowth. You have a move of 7?
Let me double check, but I believe.
I don't think you did. Could be wrong.
Where's that on my main page?
Oh
I
yeah,
have a
you
move of
do have a
8.
base move of 7. Okay.
I have a base. It's actually. Oh yeah, no, wait. I don't know. Where does it say that? Oh, there it
Front
goes.
page move.
Because when you look at my encumbrance, it's all wrong then.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
But yeah.
that's interesting. Why is that so screwed up?
Well, if you changed it after the fact, it may not
yeah,
reflect that change.
so that should be 7,
So let's.
6.
So let me move one back because he would be lightly encumbered because he's carrying his backpack and he has dropped it. And I'm done. And do you want me to roll stealth to see if they didn't notice
Yes.
me?
Yes.
-4.
It's minus
think it's
5
5.
if you're moving in combat. If you're moving full in combat.
They'll probably notice me. Try to be quiet.
It's a contest. They're busy. Maybe not.
Success by 0. Roll the 9.
All right.
Just moving for some cover.
I strongly suspect that the goblins have definitely noticed him.
All right,
and
so
possibly
Queen
the
will
orcs.
manage to keep her bad temper under control and follow instructions to, I guess, find a good spot to hide. She's not happy about it though.
I was gonna say she
Yeah,
doesn't
she
like
doesn't
being
have
told
to.
what to do.
She can totally fail the check if she wants to and charge right up there and kill that orc.
No, I will respect the dice this time.
They don't respect
So
you.
sad. Yeah.
They've actually behaved themselves tonight, so I will
You fool.
take that peace offering, as it were.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. It doesn't jump to him yet. I accidentally had some people hidden, or not hidden, but set to skip. And okay, so Brant, the road warden, is going to be in all-out defense because he's in really bad shape. And okay, so the goblins are like, and taking a potential strike at him. Although at least one of them is going to, I think it's probably going to be number 40, since he's sort of faced in that direction, is going to definitely notice Kristoff trying to sneak forward. And Brant is got that. Oh my God. This stupid thing didn't include my parry. Parry is half +1. No, +3.
Yeah, I think I ran into that too.
And does he have combat reflexes? He does. So that puts his parry at that. Okay, but he is using his shield and fails to block. This is going to be great. And then, Soren's going to be like, okay, now we can go in. 1 point gets through. Since it's impaling, it's doubled. Oh, not looking good for me.
They're throwing.
Sorry, I used the wrong one. It's the same skill level. And it looks like the same damage. No, it would be, yeah. Man, he's having a bad day. It's because that doesn't even get through the armor. So maybe not. Fortunately, if this guy hits, he has to use dodge, and he's at half move, half dodge. They cackle and miss. These fellows, Snarlash, definitely has made that roll against Kristoff and is pointing in that general direction and shouting strange things in Orcish. This guy limps forward a little bit because he's hurt.
Alrighty, Enfys will cast a 3-point fireball.
How predictable.
Racking up those points, huh?
So he'll cast a 3-point fireball and he'll shout out, "Hey boys, want some hot stuff?"
That's what she said.
You need to work on a trademark move, between the legs shot.
All right, Jorg. Looks like the goblins, or at least the orc, is pointing directly at Kristoff and possibly Soren and Infus, and
Yeah.
you should charge in there and die horribly.
Well,
Do it.
what are they armed with?
Who?
Do they actually have ranged weapons or
Who?
melee? The orcs.
There are two orcs.
Yes.
One of them, Snarlash, is clearly the leader, or at least you presume he's the leader. He's the tallest and such like that. He is carrying an axe and actually is wearing some mail armor. He does have a bow, however, his quiver is empty, which kind of implies he's used it a lot. The other orc is also carrying an axe, and he has his axe out. He does have a bow, but it is not in hand, and he's wearing like leather armor and got a shield.
Okay.
The goblins are all carrying spears and wearing like leather armor right now.
So likelihood of them. Okay, if the wizard is going to go over here and start throwing spells at them, they're going to have to deal with that. So they're probably going to move in his direction. In which case, I would lean toward waiting. Did they look directly at us at all?
Well, it's in that general. I mean, it's not you're not hiding. You're just going for some cover.
Well,
so they may have seen you, but they're mostly
that's what I
focused.
meant.
That's not what you said, though.
Well, it is what I said.
They are currently definitely focused on at least the two that are definitely visible, or three, possibly three. And Infus has definitely drawn attention.
Let's err on the side of playability here, and let's just charge. Then I don't think it's going to be any worse. So we shall charge. Copper, be happy.
Yay.
Okay. Are the directional arrows on the tokens pointed in the right direction for the goblins? So they're not really looking at me.
They are aware that you're there.
Okay, yeah, but their attention.
They were sort of mostly focused on Brand, yeah.
Okay.
Although maybe that may change once they react to whatever it is the orc shouted, which nobody speaks Goblin or Orcish.
So I did a step and ready maneuver. So I have an arrow knot.
Okay.
All right. Seeing that Jorg is charged, Søren's going to go, he could have waited longer. And he'll move.
Also, do you mind if I take a quick AFK for coffee?
Sure.
I'll face the consequences if I'm not back in time.
If you're not back in time, you die.
I don't think it's that bad.
You take wait or evaluate.
1d6 random damage every round?
It's GURPS. We never remember how long the rounds can last.
Yeah, I know, which gives him plenty of time.
All right. So Brant shifts over there and shouts, battle cry. I don't know. He's very badly into. Oh yeah. He's gonna be at minus. So he's having to telegraph because shock penalty and all that. Unless they have high pain. Let me check. They do not have high pain. So he takes a swing and will connect unless that goblin can defend. Can that goblin? Oh wow, that's pretty crappy. Is that right? Yeah, I guess that's right. Okay. Attempts to dodge and is unsuccessful. So, way to go, Brant. You did 7 points of damage to goblin number 40. So, that's 6 points. And then times 1.5 because it's cutting is 9. Ow.
Yes.
Ow.
He's totally going
That's
to make it.
Oh, I'll make sure that is okay. Yeah, I forgot the -1, but he would have. Okay, so it made the high pain, so good on it.
And Maven.
I literally just noticed on this map there are some honking big mushrooms.
Uh-huh.
Even bigger one down here. I don't know why I never noticed that before. Okay.
That's where the Smurfs
so-
live.
I guess. Let's see. This guy is, even though they have to make this, even with the boss up, he's gonna cowboy or suck it up. Unfortunately, he did not. No, he did not hit that goblin because I forgot to apply the telegraph bonus. Because okay, right, yeah. So they're gonna try to thrust and kill him again, or at least one of them is. Oh, look at that. Critical success by 8.
GM cheat dice.
Normal damage only. Are you sure? That's not even going to get through his armor. So that is a waste. That's just a downright sad waste. This guy is actually pulling back because he's obeying what the goblin or the orc guy said. Oh crap! There's a dude there. So he'll be turning around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can actually get over there. So he's going to do a move and attack at Soren. So that is going to be -4. Yep, that is worse than the Captain 3 or Captain 9. So he takes a stab. Wow, success by 1. So defend yourself, Soren.
Going to do a retreating dodge.
Can you? You moved the full move.
I didn't do a move and attack.
Gotcha. All right. So you successfully dodged his surprisingly effective thrust. This guy is ignoring his boss, which is always a good way to get yourself killed later. And failed to connect. This guy, Snarlash, readies his axe and is very clearly planning on killing another or killing a PC because he has a name. And Gitrip is going to move over here in front of his boss. And now Infus's turn.
All right. I'm
Oh,
going to
they're
hold
lined
that
up for you.
fireball. I'm going to hold that fireball and go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Boy, you're awfully confident. We're gonna protect you. Let me see. So I'm basically just gonna be able to move into position here, but I also want to let Copper catch up.
Oh,
So
don't worry about Copper.
Well, for tactical reasons, I need Copper to catch up. So
Just
I'm
move
gonna go
forward
over
2.
here.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't go there and then stab that goblin with your reach 2.
Oh, well, that's.
I thought that's what you were going to do. And I was like, oh, brother,
I wasn't
he's
even
gonna
looking
die.
at him. Well, I'm also looking at that body in the way.
Yep, there's a body in the way. You have to step over it.
No, I'm gonna stick with this.
Okay.
We need to spread them out.
Your weapon is ready, and all that jazz.
I'm back. Okay. What happened to the third goblin that was there?
He ran up here and attacked Soren per his boss's instructions.
Oh, okay. If I move here, that's a step. Am I considered in the rear hex for Goblin 34?
Yeah, I guess it would be.
Think so, yeah.
He's gonna do he's just gonna fire no aim. So let's see. That's a
All out in
minus
that,
one,
buddy.
right? -1 for size and -2 for range.
Then
Minus
all out it
3.
and get you a +1.
All out attack. I'm at a -2 total. Wondering.
That's not bad.
Can I? Yeah, I'm just gonna do.
Yeah,
Torso
these
shot, eh?
these those so-called obstructions, they're not enough to really affect
Cover.
an arrow. Yeah, they're there, but they're orc construction. They're you couldn't even keep a cow out of this place.
Oh come on! Oh shit! Okay,
By
you made it.
0, 1 maximum hit. That's in my
Wow.
rear hex. That means I cannot defend.
I just saw like a
So,
6 and a 5, and I'm like, crap. But yeah, you made it. So roll for damage.
Yep, and torso to see if you shot something really, really important.
Location is that the same as the chest? No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
technically.
chest. Sorry, I said
Chest.
torso. I meant okay, so 7. That's impaling. So that's 14 points. Ow.
Minus armor. No armor.
13 points. No, 6, 12, 12 points. Yeah.
Still pretty
That
bad.
is still using the mook rules for those poor buggers. He takes the arrow and he goes, oh, and hits the ground in the surprise.
Sweet.
Just going to step and stab.
All right, he is going to attempt to dodge and narrowly fail by 2. Ooh, so that's 5 points impaling. That's 10 points. Ow.
Nice.
That was a brutal hit. Okay, so, and he is, not stunned. He's about to freaking run away, probably, though. Okay, so he was not hit last round, so does not need to telegraph. So he is going to swing. He's at -1 to hit. That is success. Can Goblin number 40 defend? Okay, Goblin number 40's. Why is that marked at half move? He's not at half move. That was weird. Okay, so Goblin number 40 attempts to dodge and is unsuccessful. How about that? So, -1, so 4, that's 6 points. Suddenly, he's thinking, I may actually survive this after all. Wow. He was
And then-
at that point where thought he was gonna die.
And then after the fight's over, Soren offers to do some bandaging over here in this hut and say, sorry guys, he didn't make it.
Exactly.
Okay, moving.
Right, he has to make a thing and is not able to make the thing, unfortunately for him. So he is going to 1, 2, 3, limp away till his boss sees him. He's like, what the hell are you doing? Get into the fight. All right, this guy is also in pretty darn bad shape, so he has to do the same. This is why orcs are tired of goblins, because they suck. They turn around and do this kind of stuff. Snarlash is honked off. Who does he see first? Damn it, I don't want to keep picking on Brian, but his character is right there. Let's see. Who does he want to?
He's
Actually,
overconfident. He can take it.
That's right. Soren's
I
got
have
a
to look.
magnetic personality.
I have to make a check first.
Wizard's got a fireball in his hand.
He's really far away. Oh, I think that's a fail. Oh, that's a fail. So he's going to step and be a bad boss.
Anti-retreat forces.
-1. Goblin 11 has to go, wait, why are you possibly, and then, that's going to suck. That's going to suck a lot. Ow. Okay, so Goblin 11 is no longer an issue for the PCs, as the orc in irritation at the fact that he's running away from the fight, steps up there and just cuts him in half.
So he's no
Oh,
longer
yeah.
even a goblin.
Sure,
Stupid
there's a joke
goblins.
there somewhere.
Is he a halfling now?
Oh,
Okay, so get trip. Who looks the scariest? Oh, yeah, that's a good point that Daniel made. He charges forward and takes a swing at Enfys with his axe and missed.
Excellent.
That's bad for him.
All right.
You gently caress his face with your fireball.
I think that's
I don't
exactly
know.
what
I
I
was
do.
Maybe taking a step back. I don't know. That's funny. This will be,
You can
this will be
gently
entertaining.
caress his face first and then take a step back.
All right, so you're just throwing it to the fireball at him.
Basically, I'm going to just throw it and step back.
He is going to instinctively attempt to block it. So you're probably, even if successful, I think this is probably going to ruin his shield. Although he missed. So do your damage, sir. 9 points of burn damage. I apply DR normally for that, correct?
Right.
I believe so.
I don't think that's enough points to set his clothes on fire.
However, that's definitely a major wound because it puts him into the negatives. All right, let me check him to see if he's got high pain. He does not have high pain. And succeeded by 0 on the oh my god, I've been burninated check. Still, that was a good solid thunk. Hey, look, everybody, he actually hit with the fireball.
nice.
I don't think Copper was looking.
Damn
Nope.
it, Copper.
Nope, she missed it.
Oh my god.
Well, he was kind of a big immobile target.
All right. York is going to take advantage of Get Drip hiding behind his shield and stab him in the kidney. Ooh, do I want to make that literal? I think I'll make that literal. He's no, that's going to be shield side, so he would be able to block, but he did just try to block, so he won't be able to do it again. Yep, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to have to telegraph that. Unfortunately,
Yeah, that's smart. I can't block, but that means I have to use dodge, and I'm in the negatives.
Mhm.
So I would still get the DB for the dodge.
yes.
So that puts me at 6. And then if you telegraph, that would put me at 8.
But it's also a side hex, so you're back down to 6.
Back down to 6.
All right, well, it's a good hit.
All right, time for a 3. Whoops, I rolled twice for some reason. Holy crap.
Ooh,
The first
5
one
and 5.
is it technically would have hit or succeeded. Holy cow. Because I don't know why that's
Half
weird.
move
Why is
dodge.
the +2 should have been the first one? Yeah, I know his
weird.
dodge is down to 4, but he's +2, +2, -2, so he's a 6. Wow, so he did succeed. Wow, that's 2 5s in a row. GM cheats are awesome, Brian. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, whatever. I'll let Copper have him then. Screw him. I'll just take his.
Okay. Easy for Christoph. He's just gonna step and fast draw. And if he's successful on the fast draw, he's gonna ready. Or no, ready. So fast draw. Succeeded. So he will step, ready his bow, looking for another target.
What's the degree of armor of this guy?
Leather. He's got DR2, I think.
All right, so heavy leather. In that case, and it's pretty much all over.
Let's see. Yeah, looks that way.
All right, then Cern's going to swing his short sword at this guy.
And he will not get the DB in this case because of your
No.
placement.
No, if I was on his shield side, then Soren isn't.
Yep, this isn't great. Well, I guess he can. Oh man, he's gonna have to try to parry, and that's gonna suck because it's an axe.
Did he do a move and attack last turn?
Yes.
So he can't parry.
Yeah, Zach should be on
Which-
ready.
Okay. Yeah. So
Well, not on
he
ready,
wouldn't
but
have. Yeah. Depending on the act. So he gets to attempt to dodge. Luckily for him, he is a named character, so he can try to feverish it and try to retreat. Oh, he can't retreat because he moved an attack, but he can try to feverish, which will get me up to a 6, which is not good enough. I failed by 3.
Yeah, not twice in a row.
All right, so that's going to be 2
That was weak.
times 2 is 4.
No, it's not impaling. That was cut.
Right. So that'd be 3.
Right.
Whack, whack, whack. All right. Brant is 1, 2, 3. I guess he can get up there. He's like limping forward, and he's going to telegraph strike at the thing since it's put its back to him. I mean, might as well. Everybody else is doing it. He wants to be in the cool kids club. Succeeded and inflicted, 9 points of damage. I think that's going to drop little goblin guy. Goblin 40 has taken that much, so that's going to be 8. 8 times 1.5 is not. That's not right. I clearly had something wrong. 12. Okay, that is awesome. That is going to put Goblin 40 on the ground.
All right, take a step. And are these guys like, because Queen's a small size mod, would these guys get a +1 for size mod?
No, I looked that up, and 0 is the normal, I think. Well, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you do. I don't think so. I need to remind myself again, but I don't think so. So yeah, you can
All
go
right.
ahead and go ahead.
Okay, so can I target vitals with a swing or no?
I think it has to be
No.
impaling.
Yeah, I think it's got to be impaling.
Okay, just making sure. What kind of armor does this guy have on? Is there
It's like
some needs?
leather,
Okay, all over full leather or
mostly. Yeah.
okay, so we'll just do a regular shot then, I guess.
Yep. So just like before, he can't feverish again, but he gets the axe or the shield DB, so he's up to a 6 and failed by 7. So he's
Can I
reeling.
do the hit location or no? Since it's cutting. Like it was
I
just
don't
it's
think
just center mass, so
Let me. Yeah, I mean you can, but I'm not sure if it applies. It does anything. Let me look.
Yeah, there's no cutting on the vitals.
okay. Just making sure. It's passable. 8.
6 and then 1.5 for cutting. That's 9. So he's not in a great way here. Good news. He's getting pretty darn close to having to make a death check. All right. So Snarlash. Crap. Who does he concentrate? He thinks there's a dwarf. He has to go for the dwarf. Right. 1 point of fatigue. He heroic charges and takes a swing at the dwarf. And success by 2. So you will have to try to defend. Be you, Mel.
All right. Okie doke, so I can block.
Yeah, I guess that is your shield arm, isn't it?
Ooh, fail.
Does that
All
include your D? Does that include your DB?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Point. You have luck.
That is true. I will use luck. That's better. Yep. So we'll take that success by 4.
So he takes a swing and crash, it hits your shield, and you're like, nope. All right, first thing I have to do is can I do anything this round? And I barely can. He is super in a bad state. Step and shift and try to kill that icky dwarf. Success by 4 to hit. Oops, it's incorrectly targeted. That should have been her.
Did he take any shock for that attack?
Thank you very much. That's a good point. So that would have been a success by 0 because Cap's at 4. Oh, nope. -1 because of her size mod. He narrowly misses her.
Woohoo!
Enfys is going to cast another 3-point fireball. Such crappy rolls.
Well,
Christoph.
success by 1 is better than fail by 1.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're doing that thing. So I'm going to step over here and try to stab this other guy in the back because I'm nothing if not consistent. Let's see. So, same thing. Vitals.
He does have heavier armor. Let's see. What is he wearing? He is wearing
Right. You said he
mail.
was wearing mail.
So 4.
yeah.
4/2.
Okay. What did I put on there?
Chainmail or scale mail?
When
No such
generally I
thing as
think
chainmail.
it is not scales.
But he is not using a shield.
Nope.
Question.
He was using his axe with 2 hands. I was looking forward to
Well-
rolling that damage.
No,
It's
you
time
know what?
to
let's not
disappoint you.
let's not tempt fate here. Let's just stick with it. All right, so yeah, telegraph to the vitals, rear hex, well, side hex, roll. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, you did start in the side, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's not particularly great for me. Okay, let's see what happens. And holy crap, success by 0. I'm envisioning a
fuck you.
curse. There it is.
All right. From the battle
Wait a
map,
sec. Did Jorg move?
Yeah, he stepped.
Right.
don't see any immediate threats.
Yeah, there are 2 orcs that are still up there.
Well, those are threats to Soren and. No, I mean, like, there's nothing in front of me, right? And
No.
so he
All the others are downed or dead. Or
will. Is there a anyway? He wants to move across those barriers. Is there a penalty or?
let's see. Give me a dex check or climbing.
He wants to move like somewhere around there.
I don't know if he can get that far, but give me a climbing or a dex check.
Climbing or dex? Okay, climbing rolls an 8, success by 5.
Yeah, so yeah, just count like this hex is double, and you're able to easily scramble over it with no problem.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right?
Yep.
And then he was facing. Oops. Okay, he's facing that way, and he'll do. So, God, I can't change it. There you go. Fini, je suis fini.
Shiny.
Is this mail lit DR versus impaling?
4/2. Yeah.
All right. Going to attempt to stab.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. Can he dodge it? He failed by 1 on the dodge.
Big roll.
Okay, so that is 4/2. So the 2 is the impaling.
Yeah, so he'll take 2 damage.
Okay, so 2 points of damage. Okay, that could have been worse. He's got high pain threshold. He can ignore that. All right. What's his move? 1, 2, 3. What's his range? Not range, but reach. Damn, it's 1. So that's all he can really do this round. Not looking good for the orky guy.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so it would be she would get him +1 to attack.
So
with
that
uh,
is an optional rule. So we
yeah,
don't have to
it
use
makes sense.
Well,
All right.
unless we're fighting fairies, I don't know if it really matters enough to make an exception.
All right. So look like Jorg is trying to poke Snarlash. So Queen is going to, I think, continue to attack Get Rip.
Like, why me?
Success by 10.
Ooh, that's a good roll. Okay, can I block
You
by
blocked it.
4?
Boo.
Wow.
Yeah, shields suck to fight against.
Yeah, he's smart enough to know he's not in a great position here.
He
So
is
he should-
basically in the absolute worst position.
So he should retreat back to Yorg's spear.
He still wants to kill that guy, but there's a spellcaster in front of me. I think I'm gonna have to go kill the spellcaster.
Good luck.
Move and attack. Use the. Actually, he's going to go up here and use the fatigue point to get rid of the thing. And let's see what we can do here. Swing! And possible hit. Success by 2.
Alrighty. We'll do a dodge and retreat.
Ooh, nice. By 0. So it went whoosh, and it may have cut a couple little strands of your hair off. That bastard. And unfortunately for Gitrip, his injuries are such that they overwhelm him, and he falls at Copper Tongue's feet, which is not what Snarlash was expecting, because he was expecting to be like, have the back-to-back badasses going. But unfortunately, now
Well,
there
you
are
got
two
that
bodies.
in a way.
There are 2 bodies in front of Copper Tongue right now.
Okay, so because I had to use a active defense,
Right, you have to make a concentrate. What is I don't remember what it is.
It's a will.
it's will.
Is it Will?
It is will.
Poor Will.
That's if you're actively concentrating.
Well, I've been holding it, right? Because I
So
cast.
then,
Yeah.
then you're fine.
Yep. So
I'm good.
he's fine. Yep.
I'm-
So you can do whatever it is you're going to do.
So I'm going to do an all-out attack by throwing the fireball at Snarlash.
Oh, that's brave.
All out attack.
Don't miss.
Step back. Like step
Can't.
there.
It's all out.
Or just
Um,
all out attack from where you were.
Yeah. That's no
Because
penalty
if you
there.
if you step into him, he could parry your attack.
And that is exactly what I was looking at doing.
So I guess it's no range penalty from. He's 2 yards away, right?
Yeah,
True.
no penalty.
Okay, so all-out attack determined. Let's see if this works.
All right. Let's see. I can't parry that. All I can do is try to dodge. Holy
Bastard.
cow. A
Bastard.
3.
Wow.
The dice do not like you today.
They sure don't.
I'm very glad that you chose to do the fire from there instead of where you originally were doing.
So
Streaks
which,
past him and catches
no,
catches that on
no.
fire.
Does that not force me to do a critical miss?
Nope.
Not
No,
on a
because it's
ranged.
arranged.
Woohoo! He's thinking he may survive this.
I'm starting to wonder if it's not whether or not Copper is actually looking.
Yeah, and he like, Copper, look over there, and then attack.
Exactly. So I'm gonna have to do a move and attack here. 1, 2, 3. I'll do the fatigue point for that. Heroic charge. And this time I am not gonna go for the damn vitals because that has not been working out for me.
Let's see. I think you started in a side hex. So
Yeah, it was. Oh, that is a right. Yeah, I was assuming that was going to be side. Okay, no gimmies this time. Damn it.
Okay, by 2. Let's see. Do I have anything? Dodge is the best I got. I can't quite use that. Okay, and he
Not this time, buddy.
failed rather spectacularly with that dodge by 6.
And I get the vitals anyway.
And it's a vital strike. Oof.
Nice. Oof.
All right, let's see if I can get through the armor.
That
Yes.
definitely gets through the armor. So that's going to be. That's impaling,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that uses the lower. So that's minus.
The lower. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's 4/2.
Split the R.
So it's 5 points gets through times 3 is 15.
Nice.
So that's going to suck a lot. Wow, he still has a hit point. However, that is a Vitals major wound, so that's -5. But he's got high pain threshold, so it's -1.
Right.
I think.
He gets +3 on his
Is it
knockdown
+3?
rolls.
I
Yeah,
keep
it's 3.
thinking +4. for some reason. Okay, so it's -2.
Yes.
All right, big money. That is not good for him. He is stunned.
Oops.
Not sufficiently bad that he drops everything, but still, stunned sucks.
All right. I mean, it looks like Snarlash combat is under control. I don't need to like try to sneak in there and shoot him.
Unless you
So
just feel like it.
I sort of do feel like it. I don't know if that's logical or not. It would be funny. Take your shot. Take your kill. Let's do this. He will walk towards the center of the camp and maybe do an observation roll, bodies of good guys and stuff like that, and see where he can help out if anybody's still alive, that kind of a thing.
Okay. Yeah, you don't need to make a roll, but you're
Okay.
like you're like doing the scanning. Gotcha.
Goblins hiding in the tents, that kind of a thing.
All right.
So does he
Yep.
notice anything of
Well, you're
use or
moving
value?
and you're scanning. I'll get back with you.
Okay.
All right. Time for Kill Stealer Soren to go in there.
How meta is it to realize that he's stunned?
I don't think
It's
that
not
meta.
meta at all. I think it's he's very clearly wobbling because I think in this case, like York did enough damage, you probably saw the impact, and he went, oh, yeah. You
All
remember
right.
Two Towers, and you see when is it not Haldir? Is it Haldir?
Right.
You get
yeah.
the elf who gets stuck, cut in the back. It's totally one of those where he went, oh.
All right. So Soren's going to do a all-out attack. He's going to do what is it? The Mighty Blow equivalent? Strong?
Yes. I think. I don't. Wow. Huh. I don't
And
have my thing open.
so all-out attack strong to stab this guy, and he's trying to take advantage of the fact that he's stunned. So he's going to telegraph to the vitals.
Try to get his other kidney.
He wants his short sword to scrape up against your spear.
Oh, don't let the tips touch.
Even though he's stunned, he still does get a defense. -4. -2 because telegraphed.
Yeah, I was calculating that out. So he theoretically could defend against this. Theoretically. Let's see. He did not. His dodge was 3. Stunned, telegraphed, doesn't matter. He failed by 7. You stabbed me in the vittles. Ooh, good damage.
Nice.
There's another
So,
15 points of damage.
Totally kill stealing it.
32. Hold on. Let's see. That's got to be a death check, isn't it? Wow, it's not, but he's already stunned, so he doesn't have to make another stunned check.
Well, we just need one more PC
He does need
come
to
in
make
here
a
and-
knockdown
and
roll.
pitch in.
Okay. Damn it. Oh, right. That's why they have stupid high hit points. So no knockdown then. Brant is advancing over there to try to help because he wants this guy.
Is that a
dead.
death check as well?
No, but it looks like his death check would be if you did 5 points more. I think that would be his first death check. And Copper Tongue just heard okay, I need to do this much damage.
Go for it. Step and attack from the rear.
Well, she quite get there. Can she like step where the fallen guys are and attack from there?
Probably
there's
bad
gonna
footing.
be 2 bodies there, so I think that's what -2 for bad footing.
Yeah.
You can
Can't you
totally
move
do
there?
that. Yeah, you can totally do there. That would you probably want to burn the fatigue for the heroic charge
Yeah, I guess she'll do that.
Or the double step
or whatever.
or whatever.
Poor,
So,
poor
burn a
orc.
fatigue.
All right, you need to do 5 points.
Poor orc.
Okay, success by
Okay,
8.
so again, it is theoretically possible for him to. No, actually, you didn't telegraph. So
Nope.
He has to roll a 3. He would have had to roll a 3 anyway. So he failed to dodge your strike. All
8
right.
cutting.
8 divided on let's see, 8 minus 4 is 4 times 1.5 is 6 points of damage plus that. So that is that. And because I don't want to deal with it anymore, I do believe he's going to go down with a cry and die horribly. Okay. Well, the fight has ended. The second fight has ended. Hey, York, give me another post-combat shakes check.
Honestly, I think these two are kind of the same.
Nope, you had a lot of running in between then and now. You're fine. Okay, so meta. I had mentioned the mass combat thing. What I had initially planned was the post battle. The PCs, not the PCs, but the orcs were going to have won this. Orcs / goblins, whatever, the greenskins, and that meant none of the casualties on the Geistbox side, which was actually all the way up to 95%, would be, they would have lost everybody.
Right.
The goblins would have recovered half. However, you guys arrived before the battle was officially over, and that means they're not going to be at 95%. And there are 2 PCs with intolerance greenskins, so I suspect they are going to be at 100% orc casualties. Nobody survives.
I believe that's true.
So that's going to be 47% casualty. Okay. So, as noted, there are a lot of fallen individuals that are, down. You will be able to, obviously, it looks like Christoph is immediately going into combat medic mode. I believe Jorg also has first aid, so he can probably participate as well. The surviving road warden is extremely happy to see everybody, because very clearly he was on the verge of, well, straight up dying. He's got exactly 2 hit points remaining, so lucky there. It won't take, or you'll be able to probably rig up some wagons or something like that, and the people that are or not, probably not wagons, but travois, or just send somebody back to the village to go, yep, goblins are dead, we got some casualties, need help.
Bit of both.
So some of the villagers are going to have died. The other road warden is going to be really badly injured, but he's not going to die thanks to your sudden unexpected arrival. The village is definitely going to consider you guys heroes following this, because hey, you did some awesomeness. So there'll obviously be various looting, and I have to figure that out. And there's a bunch of dead goblins and such like that will be handled afterwards. Once everybody gets, or you get the injured and or dead back to the village, along with that stuff, everybody's like, woohoo, woohoo, yay, we killed a lot of orcs. Oh no, what happened to Tom? Oh no, what happened to Ralph? Ralph's not in great shape.
You should keep track of the number of ears we have, because there's a bounty.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure some of that out. You're not gonna necessarily be, well, actually, you'll probably be the only ones up up here, lopping off ears. And I needed to find something. Damn it, Jurgen, there he is.
I was going to say, Copper needs to make a pair of finely decorated and and finally made ear clippers.
That
Everybody's
sounds like a great idea.
everybody's like, what are those for? It's like for goblins or for greenskins. Everybody's like, I don't want to know. I really don't want to know now. Thank you. Yes. So Jurgen seems to have Jurgen Horst, the innkeeper, has sort of like
Right.
seemingly taken on the mantle of leadership in town, and will announce that he is going to give each of the PCs 10 shillings for helping them out and such like that, which is not a lot, but it's like, hey, yeah, good night's work, I guess.
So each of us 10 shillings.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is like, you can probably burn that with alcohol in a night.
Awesome.
Easily.
Proper alcohol. Yep. So everybody is super pleased and very, very happy. I don't think the PCs actually got injured during either of the fights.
Yeah, not that time, oddly enough.
Super odd.
Pretty sure Enfys could have been cut in two, but
Yeah, but you dodged it. Let's see, it would have only done a little bit of damage. Only a little bit of damage because that was a pretty crappy roll. Because he was doing 2D plus 4, which could hurt. Well, let's see, cutting, that'd have been what, 12 points on you? Because you don't have any armor. That'd have hurt a lot, wouldn't it?
yeah.
Oh yeah, look
Again.
at that. That would have put you at -2. Damn, now I'm even more disappointed that he didn't succeed. So sad. Okay, so the battle obviously is over. Everybody you're able to return. And wow, it's probably not even 11 o'clock or so by the time all the stuff calms down. And so when you guys crash, you probably crash pretty hard because that adrenaline wears off.
Jurgen, we show up at the inn, and Jurgen says, well, how'd it go? Says, band of greenskins. Says, oh, you look like you've been through it. They were uncooperative.
Yep. Damn, kind of want to watch that movie again. Okay, so with nothing else, the evening, unless there's something that anyone else is planning on doing, I will compile the proper number of goblin ears that you guys will have. I don't know if do we have those listed already? And like, I should probably put that as a thing in the party sheet. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do. Yeah, post-Dale's stat. You can totally do that. As it stands, any of the surviving, and there will be some survivors from the other group that went to the camp because of your quick reactions. Although most of them are like, yeah, I'm not getting out of bed for a week because I'm very badly injured. But the survivors are going to be super happy. You're not going to have to pay for any of your ales for the night, for the rest of the night, depending on how crap faced you get, which it's possible. With regards to Soren, is there anything that he is planning on doing to ensure that Brant has a bad day or something like that?
Nope. But if Brant does approach Soren and say, I think I remember you, Soren's going to say, you might be mistaken, but we saved your ass today. We good?
He probably will approach you, but all he's going to do is offer his hand and say, thank you.
Soren will take it and shake.
And then he will limp away and rejoin his actually slightly more messed up buddy. And the following morning, you guys will, unless you plan on or want to argue with Gunnar and Holtz, the two drivers, you will set out and depart Geisbach.
What was next?
Next is the town of Ort. It's a really small town. It's like, honestly, it's a village that is just slightly too large to be considered just a village.
Geisbach was our first stop, right?
That is correct. You've got Ort, which is the next town where you're going to be overnighting at the Five Oaks, and then the evening after that, it'll be the Luitpold Inn, which is isolated and just out in the middle and along the road. And then there's another town, Schrabwald, where that's like a decent sized, an actual town. And then the day after that is another inn that's along the way, but is not in any town. And then the day after that, you should arrive in Bogenhofen.
Home sweet home.
Okay, well, made in time. And with that, we are going to fade to black, cue the music, and roll the credits. If you are watching or listening to this and you have any comments, questions, complaints, or general heckling, feel free to leave a comment here or find us at Discord. Please consider liking and subscribing to our YouTube and Twitch channels, or don't. I'm not your dad. Anyway, thank you for watching. Olympus out.
See ya.
Good night, stream.
Bye.